Ambareesh, let me bring up SBI, 5.5%, almost 6% higher today. Now, that's the market heavyweight, and I'd go so far as to say a huge part of the contribution is coming in from an SBI this morning, 6% up. Of course, earnings have been fantastic, commentary is intact, but they do allude to tight liquidity. They do allude to deposit pressure. What do you make of the commentary?
See, the commentary has been a bit cautious, but the performance has been extremely good. And this is the sort of a performance which we've seen for the last couple of quarters, because of which, if you look at the last 1 year, I mean, SBI has appreciated about 45%. With today's move, it should be more than 50%. And I see this momentum continuing because liquidity, anyway, I mean, going ahead, we should see liquidity, easing to a certain extent. I think RBI will take the right moves. And what I see happening in the PSU banking space is a consolidation. I mean, we have about 12, 13 PSU banks now, which will possibly get merged into about 4 or 5 large PSU banks. And SBI, again, would be one of the major gainers there. So, at least in the medium term, I see levels of about 1280 or so as far as SBI is concerned. But this is a stock not to be held on for much longer term.
Okay. So, that's clearly on the retail side, Ambareesh. On the private sector CAPEX front, where do you see the challenge? Because that was still a roaring debate even after this budget in terms of whether or not the demand scenario was robust enough to drive private sector CAPEX. Do you feel we've already seen some indications of this? Do you feel it's still going to be a continued challenge?
No, it's been a challenge for a long time, but with most of the issues getting sorted, especially I'm talking of the India-US trade treaty. I think in the last 5-6 months, this was one of the major issues as far as the private CAPEX was concerned. I think with this also getting sorted out, and with new export markets opening up, I mean, we have signed off trade treaties with a number of other countries, including EU. So, clearly I see CAPEX, the private CAPEX, starting off at least over the next 1 or 2 quarters. And that I think should take care of the credit.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.